The state of South Dakota has some of the strongest pro-life laws in the nation. Abortion is only allowed in cases to save the life of that mother, but that could all change this November. If Amendment G passes, it would establish a right to abortion in South Dakota's state constitution and override existing pro-life laws. The amendment allows for unrestricted abortion in the first trimester and for some state regulation of abortion in the second trimester, but only in ways that are related to the health of the mother. In the third trimester, the state may regulate or even prohibit abortion, but there is an undefined health exception. The wording is so loose that it would allow abortion up to the moment of birth. Kelsey Pritchard, the director of state public affairs for Susan B. Anthony Pro-Life America, who lives in South Dakota and spent 7 years working in the governor's office there, joins us now to talk about work on the ground to inform voters. Kelsey, thank you so much for joining us. This amendment, like so many others, is very broadly written and offers no real definition of what the health of the mother and health exceptions actually mean. Can you explain the dangers of such broadly written language and what it could lead to?
Yeah, this amendment, like all of the abortion amendments in the states right now, was written in a very deceptive manner, and that was intentional to confuse voters and to trick people into voting for these very extreme ballot measures. Essentially, what it does is allow all trimester abortion through that health exception that you mentioned. The Supreme Court has said that a woman's health includes not only physical health, not only mental health, it also includes familial health and age. So a woman could be too old, too young. A woman could have a child already. A woman could not have the father in the picture. And this could all qualify for an abortion under that health exception. And the kicker is that the abortionist is the one who would decide whether a woman meets this health exception. And so we have a very, very extreme amendment in front of us. And to go from a state that protects life at conception to allowing abortion in all trimesters is just it's very extreme, and they're really trying to turn us into California here in South Dakota, and we're trying to wake people up and let voters know what exactly will be in front of them.
And what exactly are you hearing on the ground from pro-lifers and pro-abortionists alike?
People are appalled when they realize how extreme this measure actually is, and also the fact that it would take away health and safety protections for women and girls. It would allow abortion businesses to come operate in this state without any regulations from the health department, from the state, and that would put women and girls in danger. It would also get rid of parental rights. So a parent wouldn't have the right to know or have a say if a daughter was seeking an abortion, and it's going to force taxpayers to fund abortions. So we're talking about, abortions at any point and elective abortions that would be funded by taxpayers. This amendment would make our state far less free and be an intrusion upon the rights of the unborn and the rights of South Dakotans generally.
Now, South Dakota has some of the strongest pro-life laws in the United States. Do you think South Dakotans will show up on Election Day to protect their state's pro-life laws?
It's going to be very close. Based on the polling that we're seeing, things look pretty neck and neck. And so it's very important that people are aware of what is involved with this measure. And if Catholics, if evangelicals show up on Election Day and we vote for life, we will win. And so it's all a matter of showing up and exercising our right to vote and understanding that it's not just an election, a normal election year. Lives are actually on the line this election and in South Dakota.
Do you think there's any chance the ballot will pass?
It's possible it will pass. I think we have a good shot at winning, though, and that has to do with the fact that the ACLU and Planned Parenthood haven't poured in millions in South Dakota. The funding is actually pretty equal in South Dakota, and outside groups are more involved in states like Florida, where they can profit more because of the higher population that exists there. And so we have a shot here. That should energize people in South Dakota, and the fact that we can win this fight. We could become the first state, one of the first states to defeat an extreme abortion ballot measure. We all need to get involved, and we all need to pray for our state and pray and ask God how he would use us in the last few days before this election to let people know how extreme this measure is and how we can protect life.
Amen. Thank you so much, Kelsey.
Thanks for having me.
Don't forget to check out the Catholic News Agency's interactive map on state abortion ballots. Head over to CatholicNewsAgency.com and scroll to the bottom.